What's up, guys? It's Eric, and I'm back covering the case from last year, the Hans Niemann situation. And today, the Wall Street Journal published an article. It's titled Hans Niemann's $100 million lawsuit over chess cheating allegations is dismissed. I'm going to read it to you since I am a subscriber to the newspaper and talk about it briefly. A federal judge dismissed the claim by the U.S. chess grandmaster against former world champion Magnus Carlsen and others over allegations that Niemann had cheated in competition. A federal judge on today, dismissed American chess grandmaster Hans Monkey Niemann's $100 million lawsuit against former world champion Magnus Carlsen, chess.com, and other prominent chess figures following an explosive battle over allegations that Niemann had cheated. The 20-year-old Niemann's antitrust claims against the parties were dismissed with prejudice, meaning they cannot be brought again. The judge in U.S. District Court in the Eastern District of Missouri declined jurisdiction over Niemann's other claims, including that the parties had defamed Niemann. An attorney for Niemann didn't immediately comment. We are pleased the court has rejected Hans Niemann's attempt to recover an undeserved windfall in Missouri federal court, and that Niemann's attempts to chill speech through strategic litigation in that form has failed, said Craig Reiser, a partner at Axon and an attorney for Carlsen. When it says the case cannot be brought again, does that mean appealed? It definitely sounds like it's not just being rejected, but being rejected or dismissed with prejudice sounds like it hurts any attempt for Niemann to try to escalate this or challenge it. The bizarre saga that shone an international spotlight on chess burst into public view last September, when Niemann beat Carlsen at a prestigious tournament, after which Carlsen took the unprecedented step of withdrawing from the event. Though Carlsen said little in the immediate aftermath other than a cryptic tweet, his actions were widely taken to mean that Carlsen believed Niemann was a cheater. That was only the beginning of a stunning series of events in which wild conspiracy theories flourished about how players such as Niemann might cheat during in-person competitions, also known as over-the-board chess. Niemann then admitted to having cheated in limited instances in online matches. He chalked those incidents up to youthful indiscretions, but vehemently denied ever cheating in over-the-board games. As speculation raged about whether a then teenage grandmaster had skyrocketed to the upper echelons of the game unfairly, Carlsen eventually broke his silence, explicitly calling Niemann a cheater and saying he thought about withdrawing from the tournament before it ever began, simply because Niemann was invited. I believe that Niemann has cheated more and more recently than he has publicly admitted, Carlsen wrote in his statement posted to social media last September. His over-the-board progress has been unusual, and throughout our game in the Sinkfield Cup, I had the impression that he wasn't tense or even fully concentrating on the game in critical positions, while outplaying his black in a way I think only a handful of players can do. Niemann's actions were further called into question in an investigation by chess.com, first reported by the Wall Street Journal, which found that the scope of his cheating to be far wider and over a longer period of time than Niemann previously admitted. The investigation found that the young American had likely cheated in over 100 games on its popular platform, which attracts regular players and grandmasters alike. Those instances included games with money on the line in contests as recently as 2020. Niemann responded by filing a lawsuit accusing Carlsen, chess.com, which had purchased Carlsen's company Play Magnus, and other figures, whom Niemann alleged had effectively created a monopoly in elite chess competition and defamed him with a cheating allegation. At one point, the case even cited a meme from an Avengers movie tweeted by Play Magnus as evidence. In the time since the allegations exploded, the various characters have gone in different directions. Niemann has continued to play competitive chess, but has seen his rating in classical games fall below 2700 from a peak of 2708. He is currently ranked number 36 in the world. Carlsen, meanwhile, had already decided not to defend his world championship title and watched as China's Ding Liren claimed his throne earlier this year with a victory over Russia's Yan Nepomniachtchi. Carlsen, still far and away the number one rated player in the world, also dabbles in poker and fantasy soccer in addition to chess tournaments. While Carlsen prefers not to discuss the episode, it stands as a major moment for an industry that saw an explosion in chess participation and in chess cheating during the pandemic. power players in the industry have said the dust up over Niemann provided a long-needed wake-up call about the need for more serious measures to ensure fair play. At top-level tournaments, this has already manifested itself with the introduction of pricey metal detectors to scan players as they enter the hall. More events are also imposing time delays on their live streams to prevent any potential accomplices with access to chess software from following games in real time. We are very pleased with the court's order dismissing Hans Niemann's claims, said Nima Mohebi and Jamie Wine of Latham and Watkins, the attorneys for chess.com. Our clients are happy to see an end to this saga and are grateful that all parties can now focus on growing the game of chess. There we go. That is a long article, and I think I read it all. So there's not too much new information here except for the fact that the case has been dismissed, which is, I mean, it's been 9 months or something since the lawsuit was filed. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know what's next, but dismissed with prejudice sounds pretty rough. I mean, when it first came out, a lot of people were saying it's pretty hard for the defamation to stand. So yeah, curious what your thoughts are. You can write in the chat after. Is there any way for the case to be revived, or is it the end of it? There are other updates as well that are kind of cool. I don't watch the show. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but last week they aired an episode featuring a bit about chess, and obviously they kind of gravitated towards the anal beads theory. And once again, it's kind of cool, although I don't want it to be taken too seriously. The anal beads theory came from our channel, our chat. I was verbalizing what the chat was saying, so it was totally in jest, but the mainstream media loves, this is when I first spoke about anal beads in September, the mainstream media loves the idea of chess players using anal beads, and just so much different than what you expect traditionally for chess. But yeah, so that's the update there. What do you think? Is this the end of the lawsuit, or is there another way for this to continue? Because otherwise, yeah, it's going to be the end of a chapter, and I guess life goes on. But that's the latest news, fresh from the Wall Street Journal. I'm Eric, signing out.